Welcome to Beyond Wellness. Who says meditation brings happiness? Happiness is a choice. Being happy is a choice. It has got nothing to do with the meditation. An author wrote many books on how a child should be brought up so that he is disciplined all through his life. His books were published in many languages and sold like hotcakes. In his book, he wrote one very significant thing, that your child should be taught the basic ethics when he is 6 months old. 6 months? Is it the age of where child should be taught life? 6 months when he is unaware of all the manipulations, and we are teaching that poor child, that tender child, the life. Why? What are we teaching the child? The pattern of life. And why are we teaching him? What are we doing with our children? We are just generating replicas of us. The first ritual of generating a replica is a honey feeding to a newborn child. It is followed in different countries with different methods. Why this is done? Why this method is followed? For this ritual, the family pick the best person and they want replica of him or her. And that person has the privilege to feed the baby with honey. What all we doing? Then comes selecting the profession of the child. The child is judged by the choice he or she makes for his toys, basis on his or her activities. On the basis of these judgments, some of the Buddhijeevis have spoiled the life of many professionals. Their happiness has been snatched. The best doctors are now moneylenders. The best lawyers are businessmen. The best piano players are taxi riders. And the best painters are now doctors, painting the poor patients with blood. Are they happy? Who took their happiness from them? The patrons of living the life by their parents. God never does this foolishness of pushing you in something that you are not happy with. He gave a privilege to a man that no one on this earth has, and that is consciousness. Consciousness of being happy or unhappy. Nature is always happy because it does not know how to be unhappy. It does not have an alternative. And look, a man is too eager to judge the nature. And he judges the nature by simply saying that nature is crying because it's raining. Isn't it funny? How can you judge nature? And sometimes extreme happens when he says God is crying because there is a storm on earth. Birds are chirping because they are happy. Their happiness is unconsciousness. Because they do not feel unhappiness. They enjoy nature more than a human. You come to me seeking meditation because you have not chosen to be happy. If you choose to be happy, then you need no meditation. Meditation and medicine has same roots, and it is significant. If you are ill, you have to carry your medicines like an unhappy person carries the burden. Going to doctor is not a very good thing. You should be happy, so you do not need to go to a doctor. Doctor is not needed. Even a happy person needs no religion. Many religions are there because many of them are unhappy. A happy person needs no temple, no church, because for him, his surroundings are temples and churches. Obedience is not always a greatest virtue. Sometimes it is disobedience. But the choice is yours. If you want to be happy, be an individual with the inner awareness. Many times you have to be disobedient. Be. Many times you have to be rebellious. Be. There is no disrespect in that putting forward your choice. It is not an example of being disrespectful. But remember, your greatest responsibility is your happiness. Happiness happens when you fit with your life. And suddenly you feel meditation follows you. If you love the way you are living your life, then you are meditative. Nothing distracts you. When thing distracts you, then you are not interested doing the job you are assigned for. That shows you are unhappy. A real person, a real human takes courage to move the way he is happy. You always choose something of outside to be happy. Then you bargain inside. This is the misery of life. You are dependent on someone for your happiness, and you are being used many times. Is it a wrong choice? Never lose insight of you. If you choose to be happy, you are not wrong. But don't be dependent on someone. People say meditate and you will be happy. When they say when you lose the insight, meditate and you will be happy. Pray and you will be happy. Prayers are not heard when you are unhappy, because you are vibrating at a very low frequency. How can your prayers be heard? If your face is covered and you are asked to shout loud, you cannot. This is complete nonsense. Be happy, and the meditation will follow. If you are miserable at any point of life, then the pattern is wrong. You are not wrong. If you are not loved, understand you are loyal. The motivations taught you are wrong because they do not fulfill your desires. You need to learn to live life. Otherwise, life will be knocking at your door and it will not find you, as you will be wearing a different mask which was not provided to you. How can life recognize you and give you the happiness that you require, you deserve? It is life, not death. Life finds you on the address you give to it. And only death has your current locations. It's never wrong. It finds you where you are. Even if you hide yourself in the cupboard, it will find you. Why can't you be friends with life? Why this idea arose that meditation brings happiness? In fact, where there is happiness, there is a meditative mind. A person radiant with bliss, happiness follows. But to be happy is difficult, because learning meditation is easy. To be happy means drastic change, abrupt change, a discontinuity with past, and finding the inner flame. It's not that difficult. The flame of happiness. It's not tough to find it. what is called a meditative mind. Find the bliss, find the happiness, and have the joy of meditative mind.